Today on Boldly Going Nowhere, we are talking about the brand new, amazingly fresh Starfleet Academy series, Episode 1. Stay tuned.
And then I say...
And then she had the gall to say, I had a big head.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the pod, Boldly Going Nowhere. I'm your host, Ren Andromeda. And with me, as always...
I'm Shell Shock, still as yet unemployed Davo girl. And with me...
Captain Too Far.
Captain Too Far.
Do we want to let our listeners know that we've been on hiatus?
Well, I think they noticed. All five of our
five of them hit us up and asked.
Well, we had...
I love you, Craig.
We got pulled away on a long, deep
extended
space
hiatus.
Yeah, we went
something
deep in.
Yeah, deep into space. Deep into our hiatus. So deep into our hiatus that it took us this long to find our way back.
We did travel far and then
far.
returned and then had a bit of a lull and then we had a bit of catastrophe where our studio flooded.
Oh, we did. Yes,
oh, yeah, that's true.
And so then everything had to come out.
Stupid
and
space nature.
You know, a whole ass thing. But here we are. We're back doing the thing.
We're back.
Yeah,
and we watched Starfleet Academy.
The premiere.
We sure did.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
So I have been avoiding... We just watched the trailer not long ago, so we have been avoiding trailer. I've been avoiding spoilers. I'm assuming you guys have as well.
No, I haven't. I've been on the Facebook groups, the Star Trek Facebook groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the most that I've seen is some of the typical like YouTube things. Only seen the titles, right? Just and you can tell that they're dragging the show. Like they're.
Oh, negative.
Yeah, Star Trek is dead. This is the worst ever. It's torture. Blah 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 blah. Right, all those kinds of headlines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to give it a chance. So we did.
Yeah.
And let's initial first impressions. What do you think?
I think it's better than I thought, and I think I might like it more than Strange New Worlds.
Okay, that's something worth talking about. How about you?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. The one trailer that I saw, which is different than the one that we watched right before we watched the premiere, the one trailer I saw was obviously put together by a huge, the CW is our demographic person. And so I was expecting, just really from the way that was edited, it was going to be, all about the hard-bodied, 20-something-year-old millennials and their, urges to get their itches scratched and cry a lot, all at the same time, but in space. And I was pleasantly surprised. It was pretty good.
Like a Sweet Valley High of Star Trek.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
This was not that. I mean, there was a little, but
a
not like
bit.
Discovery levels of crying, certainly. So
no, I think they're going to get there though. I think that's where it's headed.
We might be pleasantly surprised.
We might be. I agree. I think the initial episode was overall positive. I actually came away with a positive impression.
More than there's some things that bugged me, but nothing. I didn't hate it. Like I really expected to hate it from that one trailer.
There were things that I hated. But overall, it was an action-y adventure thing, right? And there was a mix of spectacle and make attempts at character development and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see if they can maintain that now that they're they've reached their destination, so to speak.
So it's all going to be back in San Francisco now that they've returned to Earth?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. I mean, given that they have a mobile base, presumably they can there's an emergency and we got to move the academy and blah blah. That way they can keep all the sets that they built, right, that they're going to be using, and then put them off into space. So it doesn't really matter where they are on Earth or in space.
Right.
They can.
Yeah.
See.
I'm sure that wasn't the only reason that they did it that way, but it makes sense.
Way to kill the fantasy, Captain Too Far. Practicality.
Do we want to talk about just do a super quick? Oh, I forgot to start the thing. A super quick story synopsis. You want to give it a go?
Okay.
2 minutes.
There's a little boy with his mom, and they're
Skip.
What?
It opens.
It's an academy. Robert Picardo's in it. Jem'Hadar woman, some kids. Something bad happens and attacks the ship, and then it's a big disaster where there's like some character development where people that maybe wanted to quit are now all of a sudden enjoying working together.
Yeah, basically.
And there's Holly Hunter looking
Holly
badass.
Hunter sitting slouching in the chair.
Slouching in the fucking chair with her feet in the seat. Yeah. But looking badass.
She looks great.
She looks great. She just needs to get her feet out of the captain's chair. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, she's a whimsical type they're painting her as.
So they leaned way into
I wrote down the word whimsy.
I'm a big fan of the whimsy, but they over whimsied. Like just the one feet in the chair.
Yeah, because when she's giving command, she's pretty serious. So what's with the lounging around?
It was just over it. Like different versions of her, slouching in the window seat, reading a book. That's exactly what I kept thinking.
So stupid.
Yeah, generally, the captain would, when he gets bored, he would go to his ready room and read his book or do whatever, write a report or whatever. Yeah. But on this way, she's just doing her own thing, I guess. Whatever. I'm not going to complain about it too much.
I'm going to.
She's been working out.
She looks amazing. Yeah. She does look amazing.
She's got some pretty amazing arms.
I love those arms. That's right. Yeah. Those are great.
Lots of protein, no less.
Goals.
No doubt.
Goals, yeah.
So to set it all up, right? There was the burn.
Yes.
Right.
That stopped all warp travel for 120 years.
So this is post Discovery when after they jump to the future in season 4 or something.
Right. Right.
Yeah, my little boy is sad.
He
kills his
gets
sadness.
separated from his mom.
Kills all the dilithiums because of his sads.
Yeah. And then he runs away and she takes it personally, and although she shouldn't.
Who is this?
Caleb. Caleb runs away,
Runs away from who?
The captain.
Holly Hunter.
Captain Relaxo. I don't know what.
Holly Hunter.
I'm talking about two different things.
What?
I'm talking about the kid, the little boy that started the burn, that caused the burn.
Oh, the Kelpian. That was like Saru's cousin or
that
something.
sad little boy. Yeah.
He's an alien little boy.
Yeah, with all the feels and all his feels.
I missed that in Discovery. I didn't realize he caused a burn.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like some kind of weird psychic.
Sad.
From the center of not the center of the galaxy, but from the center of the burn, some kind of psychic something that went across the entire galaxy at the same time and stopped all dilithium.
Yeah.
A psychic thing,
Psychic.
Something like that.
Psychic
All right.
space sadness.
It made zero sense.
Yeah.
It made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
It was completely dumb.
They could have come up with a science reason for that.
Psychic space sadness and no therapist. Yeah.
That's essentially what it was.
Psychic space sadness.
Yes.
Yeah, and no therapist. Yeah.
And then it got all apocalyptic. So then this Starfleet Academy.
29 years.
Yeah, there hasn't been an academy because they're just trying to make, ends meet. They're trying to figure out how to live without intergalactic commerce
and warp travel.
Well, there hasn't been a centralized academy.
Okay.
But you would figure, right? Because they couldn't travel, because there's star bases and planets, Federation planets all over the place, right? Mm-hmm. And we see when the Discovery comes to the future and interacts with folks that are in Starfleet, they're not on Earth, they're somewhere out in outer space, but they're in an isolated pocket. They're all Starfleet. They're wearing uniforms. They're doing Starfleety things, right? They're maintaining protocol.
What, in Discovery?
In Discovery, which means that presumably they went to school somewhere,
right?
But it would be local.
Also, Tilly was teaching as a professor at the end of Discovery.
Yeah, there you go. So there's individual schools all over the place, presumably.
So this is just one of the schools. Oh, the one in San Francisco that's reopening.
That's the main one.
Oh, that's what this is.
And they're reopening it as the main central hub for all of Star, because it hasn't been for such a long time because they had to distribute because they couldn't travel, which makes me think that even though all travel was broken, subspace communication, I'm assuming, for all the relays that were still functional out there actually still worked.
And also, only local worlds could get together,
right?
Because, but there could
within
be
the
some
same
with impulse engines or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you could make some percentage of the speed of light, then you could certainly move about within the solar system. And then maybe if you have a system that's with a star that's within a light year or two,
Yeah.
then you could
Are we
presumably.
getting this right? Is this right? Is this how it went? in
It
Discovery?
has to be. That's what they said. It said all warp travel because all the
Yeah.
dilithium got all
Burned
sad.
up. Yeah.
Could they do travel by other means other than warp?
Just impulse.
Just
yeah.
impulse, which is
Okay.
And although, I mean, I do wonder,
Fast.
like, if there are, which they didn't really dive into this too much. Are there ships out, like, say, Borg cubes, for example, because they use the transwarp conduits, right? Do they use dilithium to do their thing, or do they use another
That's a
another
great
technology
question,
that's
yeah.
not dilithium based?
Right.
So it's also possible that there was some
Yeah. Oh.
interstellar travel, but it was limited because it would only worked on non-dilithium based technologies potentially. I don't know.
Or maybe
They don't really
or
explain
maybe
it.
there was some dilithium because I feel like
No, it all broke. That was the whole point. That's the apocalypse. Is like no dilithium, no
because
warp.
it burned it. Yeah, his psychic space sadness burned it all up.
Exactly. And so that's
Okay.
they don't explain it very well, and because it's just it's a MacGuffin, right? It's just the story element to drive things forward, and so they don't try to spend a lot of time like really getting into like the galactic geopolitics of all the impacts.
Or were there
from all
solar
this, right?
sails, or did they develop other technology when the when the dilithium was grown? Like there were, were there other advancements that allowed them to travel faster than impulse? Doesn't really say.
Yeah, and that's interesting too because it doesn't really say, but they did develop technology. Continued to develop because
Sure.
they have like programmable matter and detachable nacelles and like all these technological advances for the sake of you got to advance it because it has to look more future-y, even if it doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
Don't
get me started.
But so presumably then they like communication has to have been happening at some level between all these planets. But anyways,
Sure.
neither here nor there.
Yeah. So the school's opening up in San Francisco.
Yeah, and so that the whole
um,
point was to collect the kids from all over the place,
Yep.
get them to the ship, and get them on the ship, and then go to the ship, go to Earth.
Yep.
But they were intercepted by the bad guy,
Yep.
Paul Giamatti.
Oh yeah, that guy.
What do we think of his performance as a bad guy?
It's a little. It feels like it's been done before,
And
but
he is a fantastic actor, and I feel like he overacted this role so much. I mean, again, it's Paul Giamatti. He's like an Academy Award winner. I'm sure Star Trek was more like him, fangirling, like, absolutely, I will do the thing.
Yes, I think.
But I did feel like, his whole his tongue out and Gene sent like it. I don't know. He really leaned, and I felt like a little bit too hard to the I'm a crazy bad guy.
Tyler, the woman to the train track.
Exactly.
See?
Yeah.
So I mean, but again, was it was cool to see Paul Giamatti play a cameo in Star Trek? Yes.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yes.
I liked it as
I'll take-
hammy
yeah.
as he was.
Oh.
I kind of liked it.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to see her back. Oh, I forget her name. The Orphan Black actress. We're not going to refer to the She-Hulk because it wasn't her fault. That script was terrible.
She was
But the
miscast for
Orphan
She-Hulk.
Black. She plays like 6 different versions of sisters.
You're talking about the mom.
The mom. She's
missing-
such a Taslana. I'm gonna get this right.
Okay.
She's amazing, and I really hope now that we know she's broken out of prison and stuff.
The mom of
the
Caleb.
mom of Caleb. I want to see her come back. 'Cause she is a fabulous actress.
All right. Well.
So what did?
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. All right.
That's
Thanks
it.
for
Thanks for
coming.
tuning
Thanks
in.
for Well, it's,
Yeah.
what did you guys think about the Academy itself?
Was it floating up in space?
The one, yeah, when they floated up in space and all the kids were arriving.
I don't know. It didn't really show any classrooms or anything. It just jumped right into the action, right?
Well, kind of, but there was some.
Tatiana Maslany. Sorry.
There was some.
Tatiana.
The showing the big entryway, the staircase. It's almost like a Hogwarts moment, right?
Yeah,
Where
it's a Hogwarts. It felt like a Hogwarts thing.
Students are arriving.
Yeah.
Quirky things are happening.
Yeah.
There's the quirky little robots floating around, right?
You're getting sorted by your division.
Yep.
Which is so Hogwarts.
Yeah. There's the overhead thing.
I see the sorting hat.
That's talking to them all about something.
Kind of like making announcements, and half of them are silly.
Yeah.
Kind of like the paintings on the walls, making jokes as the kids go by. Oh my gosh, we cracked the case.
Yeah, we figured it out.
The formulae.
The formulae.
And then all the cadets making friends
awkwardly.
And then the bully,
every single one of them is awkward.
The bully one.
CW. It's very
and
sweet.
then just all the dynamics.
Yeah, all the every stereotype,
the hologram,
every quirky stereotype.
Yeah,
but this whole series idea is a blatant attempt to attract like the 8th grade to 20, to 12 to 25 demographic for a new generation of Star Trek.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh,
I agree with that.
With the Hogwarts formula and everything, those are all things that appeal to a younger.
I don't think young people are watching this
crowd. Well,
that's
the whole point of making the show.
I
Is
think
so
they
get because we're all about to die.
Because everyone,
everyone gotta make new fans.
Everyone I'm talking to,
people
are like, "Oh, have you seen Starfleet Academy?" I'm like, what is this?
All the young people you're talking to?
People are coming up asking me,
in the street.
Have you seen it? What do you think?
Yeah.
And I'm like, everybody's seeing this now,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what else are they going to do?
I don't believe you.
Have a boring, slow 90s version? They're going to make it peppy. They're going to make it a little sexy and silly.
What are they going to have? Competent characters and good writing?
This is where Discovery shines through and is actually like serious with not a lot of stupid jokes.
It balances it. Yeah, there's some. And all Star Trek has had some. I mean, there's always a little bit of, we used the word whimsy earlier, but there's always
levity.
Always some levity.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Even in TNG, do you think?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Data was frequently the hook for a lot of that.
Data and Worf, right?
Yeah. Poor Worf.
Worf's not that funny.
No, but they tried to make him bumble, kind of as the big Klingon warrior bumbling his way through the...
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes at his expense, and then he was sometimes unintentionally funny, and then sometimes intentionally funny. The most cringiest one that I can think of off the top of my head is the Robin Hood episode.
Yeah.
I am not a merry man.
I am not a merry man.
Yeah.
It's totally stupid.
Yeah, but it's Michael Jordan's voice.
But it lives rent free in the noggin.
Yeah.
Right.
But this was more like, it was just more juvenile. At least the beginning was more of juvenile humor.
An example of that, you had me write it down. Hangry.
Hangry, seriously, the central computer.
The announcements.
Yeah, it was telling them to, go get something to eat from the cafeteria or whatever, because, a hangry mind is a less functional mind or something like
something like that.
Are you kidding me? This is 800 years into the future, and we've absorbed the word hangry as part of our lexicon. Like, kill me now.
It goes back to that whole like authenticity wins in this new Star Trek universe.
You think it's authentic?
It's not authentic,
it's performative.
though.
It's like it's blurring the lines of professionalism and like just normal.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I
feet in the captain's chair. That's
weird. One of the things that I really appreciate anytime I watch the newer Star Trek stuff. I'm trying really hard to separate it in terms of like accepting it for what it is, because it's different. But one of the things it makes me appreciate about old Trek is it kind of, for the most part, there are things that are that make it obvious that it's a product of its time, right? Whether it's a design thing or whatever.
Sure.
But generally, the way it's written and the language that people use is distinctly Star Trek and not the 1960s or the 1990s, right? They don't use slang. They don't use modern for that period of time.
It's probably
other than their
British
time
English,
travel because every series has had a time travel other than Voyager, had a time travel, although they use the holodeck, I suppose, had a time travel episode where they would go into the modern day, and that's where they would hear, oh, jeepers, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it would be off-putting to the characters because they don't know it, right? We've talked about this before, where it's, that's the thing.
Damn you.
In modern Trek, they just don't do that. It's, it's like, even the captain to the bad guy at one point said, you're a shit engineer or businessman, making fun of the Paul Giamatti's whatever his character's name is, and then various little bits of swearing and that's cool and blah blah blah, just
but hangry,
more
and
slang.
hangry. Yeah. So not a fan.
Okay.
Like,
But-
I get what they're trying to
but
do.
it's a quibble.
It's performative.
I mean, it was really. I would say it was more off-putting in Picard because that was like the first time that they had really done that. Like
It's really the swearing.
Yeah. And that's kind of what. And now it's just like,
Which,
whatever.
to be clear, we all
I like
swear
it.
like sailors.
I like the
the-
swearing.
It's not that we're against the swearing.
I like the swearing in Star
You like the
Trek.
swearing?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
out.
don't think it
It's,
fits. I don't think at a captain level you just wouldn't be.
Just here and there.
Just wouldn't be.
I think it's because
listen, bitch tits.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're all traumatized and they just don't care on some level. They've been through so much trauma.
That actually, I can actually buy that
Yeah.
much more so than in previous iterations. Like it's more acceptable in Academy, I would say, than in Discovery for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Because Starfleet isn't the Starfleet that we knew because it was so fractured and fragmented that you would expect that there would be
Some degradation.
some
Yeah.
degradation
Sure,
and
sure. Okay,
the
I can
Yeah.
see
the
that's a good
Starfleet
point,
culture.
Right? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. All right, I'm in.
All right. Cool.
Did you notice though, going back to the beginning, that the whole incident with when Caleb comes in and he gets the forced haircut through the transporter,
Oh.
which
Not
why
just
did
haircut. He had the
change his
whole
clothes?
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
So
Uniform.
why did it cut his hair and not anyone else's?
Well,
You notice that? He's the only one that's required to have the standard official haircut, but the Klingon guy, he can keep his hair.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Every
he's
female-
Klingon.
Well, yeah. So that's
Yeah,
a little.
no,
that's a little. That's a little
Yeah,
species.
it's a little weird.
Little
it's like
speciesist.
Sexist and speciesist.
I would agree with the sexist part too.
I think so.
It was done
This
for a
is
laugh.
just an AI algorithm that decides
Yeah,
based
exactly.
on like your record and your personal history and preferences.
Oh, so it
Oh,
was
maybe they have to put that in before they walk through, but he didn't do his homework.
maybe so. Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
see, now
maybe
there's a
so.
tweak.
So he
It's a
got
twist.
the default.
I
Oh,
like it.
okay. Maybe so.
All right,
Maybe
the high,
so.
They got the high and tight because he didn't
Or
do his
like, yeah,
homework.
like the
All right.
Klingon guy already checked off that he's going to be in science division and he wants his dreads.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're like, all right.
Okay.
But then this guy, they don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, so they'll
All right.
take it.
I'll
All right,
accept.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Um,
I'm hitting home runs over here.
over here.
and then
So
when
left and the right.
when he mouthed off to the Klingon Jem'Hadar officer,
Yeah.
and she made him do
She took him down.
200 push-ups, which
Yeah.
he only did like 20 of them, but whatever.
Yeah.
Then the Klingon guy comes up and she's like, put your bag on his back and blah blah blah. Like this whole kind of comedic thing is playing out, and it was amusing. But the music, did you notice the music as well?
No.
It was like super, because you mentioned whimsical. It was like super.
It was very like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. It was just. It did not.
Yeah, it felt out of place, but when
did.
it all kind of connects when you connected it to Hogwarts,
Yeah. Right.
and it's like, oh, of course,
Yeah.
It was
that's
very-
why
that-
they
that
did.
very,
Uh-huh.
welcome to Hogwarts score moment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it
It's
just they didn't.
interesting.
The actions didn't jive with the.
Yeah, it was really. It was really.
Yeah,
smart
it brings in
composition
a
over there.
light comedic vibe or feel to it. When if it could have been a heavier scene, maybe I don't know.
It didn't
more
need to be a heavy
serious
scene. It just.
It just didn't need such festive
Yeah.
music.
yeah. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it's a little nitpicky thing.
These aren't deal breakers. By
How about the Doctor?
Love him.
yes,
Robert
so
Picardo.
Excited.
Doesn't he look great?
On,
He
he
looks great. He's a beautiful
amazing.
man. I love him so much. He's just such grace, such dignity.
It's
just.
And you know what?
We should be getting him on the podcast.
Robert.
Come on.
Can we talk
Come
for a
on.
moment? Robert,
Come on to the podcast. Is that one? It's that one.
That's the titty cam.
It's on right now. See the red light that
The red
follows
light.
on the
Which one do we
camera?
talk to? The boobs?
The ones with the red light.
You can talk to any of them and all.
Robert, we have boobs.
Well,
But we're big fans.
just
I
come.
have boobs.
Yeah. Just come on to the podcast. We'll promise you a good time. Right?
I mean, I'm a team player. Pod.
Don't watch this. Don't have him watch this.
Is he married?
If you're gonna embarrass yourself, do it into the mic.
I'm sorry. Is he married?
I have no idea.
Probably.
Now I have to look it up.
He's off limits.
What?
He's off limits. We respect the doctor.
Yeah, the Dabo girl is.
She's Dabo.
Unemployed.
Daboing right now. Still unemployed. So that's how we feel about the doctor.
That's how
we
feel
like
about
the
it.
doctor.
So excited to see.
We like the doctor.
Yeah.
I think it was unnecessary. It didn't hurt anything, but I do think it was kind of unnecessary for him to add the line where he said, "Oh, like several years ago, I added an aging
I was gonna mention
thing to my program to make humans feel at ease or whatever." It's like, man.
Yeah, he did that in the
You
end
didn't need
of,
to do that.
the end of Discovery or something. He was, anyways, at the end of the end of Voyager, when they get together at a cocktail party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Tom Paris is talking to him, and the doctor's gotten married to a human woman. Where is this? Is this at the end of Voyager, or is it in something else?
He mentioned at the end, near the end of the Academy episode as well. But you could be right that's where it started from.
It starts from this, but I don't know what series it's in.
It has to be Voyager.
Maybe.
But more importantly,
Mm-hmm.
Robert Picardo got divorced in 2014. So I'm just please continue.
Okay.
Okay.
The more you know.
That's good. So the doctor got married to a real human woman and was talking to Tom Paris, and
Yes.
That was the finale of Voyager.
okay.
Was it in the finale?
Yeah, because Janeway was kind of doing the whole time slip thing or whatever, or jumped forward in time. We'll have to watch it again.
Oh,
Really?
you're right.
No, I don't remember this at all.
Because she had to, because she was trying to figure out how to get everyone home sooner.
But that was a recent thing or something they made a long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah.
we have to go back and watch that, and then we have to do
Yeah.
an episode because I don't remember her time slippaging in the finale of Voyager.
I don't either.
The
Yeah.
finale.
But yeah, you're right.
It was a time travel thing.
And he was
Yeah.
married to a human woman.
Yeah, and so that means that he has to introduce an aging algorithm into his program to make her more comfortable.
Well,
so
and,
she can
and
age with him.
right, and in the premiere
But
of
he will outlive her.
Starfleet Academy, he didn't refer to it as a singular. I didn't want to make her uncomfortable. He was more of a
Well, his wife's been dead for like 450 years.
hey man.
800 or 900 years. Oh, no, you're right. 400
So wait a minute.
Actually, I don't know how long.
By that
600
perspective,
600
Yeah,
years?
something.
shouldn't his aging algorithm have turned him into a dust mote then by now?
Well, it's
Yeah.
slow.
Apparently.
So I would guess that it's tied. It's probably tied to. I didn't see him using his
Robert.
shoulder thingy.
So
He's a mobile emitter.
Yeah.
Sexy mobile.
Why wouldn't they just put some fabric over
Thinking
it?
about it,
like a
in the time that the burn is happening, or
Yeah.
the
Right.
post burn is happening, isn't it farther in the future than when he got his mobile emitter?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the mobile emitter was from the future.
I know. Was it like 1,000 years into the future?
I don't think so. I think they're farther now. Than
I don't
when
know.
he
Who
got his
can
mobile-
Some
say?
ways in the future.
Certainly not us.
Where he shows up in the museum, the museum about Voyager.
No, but similar.
I
In
don't
the
know
future,
what
there was a museum about Voyager, and there was two different warring
on lower
sides of
decks.
this
No.
of this planet.
So
It was a
remember,
Voyager episode.
the doctor was limited to
Yeah,
being
right.
in sick bay.
Got it, yeah.
Then they did emitters around the
Right.
ship so he could walk around the ship or go to certain areas, right?
Mm.
And then in one of the things they encountered the was he a thief? I forget what the episode was.
Yeah.
But something they got got a hold of some technology from the future on an episode. So the Doctor was able to store himself into his mobile emitter, and then that became the thing for how they could get the actor into different scenarios
Or on the planets.
Yeah, exactly.
But the question is, why wouldn't they just cover it with some cloth or the uniform? Like, why does it have to be outside of his body?
Well, maybe it is now. Maybe just...
And it took them 600 years to realize they could just cover it up.
It could just be anywhere inside. Yeah.
But mainly...
Safe pocket.
Hot pocket.
A hot safe pocket.
Hot safe pocket. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
How about his hologram friend?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the cadet.
The cadet.
The girl?
Hologram cadet.
Hologram
She's
gal.
okay. I don't know. You?
Meh.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel any strongly one way or the other. I don't hate her. But I'm not like...
cute.
She's cute. You were kind of bothered that she could finger the spaceship into turning on all the lights.
It wasn't just turning on all the lights. She touched the side of the ship.
Yeah.
In the hallway, right?
Mm.
And the whole thing did a whole pattern on all the walls,
Mm.
which was never really there before. It just magically glowed.
Right.
And it didn't actually change any of the lights. She just made the walls glow
To get more light
somehow. Yeah.
But it's not like the walls were one big white screen either. Whiteboard either.
Didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so holograms can do that now?
Unless those were the hollow emitters.
Maybe.
And then she did something.
guess,
she
yeah, that could be.
short-circuited the hollow emitters.
Maybe. But then if she short-circuited them, wouldn't she go away? It's not really... Does she have a mobile emitter?
He doesn't really say.
We can't... We'll never know,
We'll never know
the
these
answers to
things.
these
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
All we know is that Captain Too Far didn't like it.
Yeah, and
Thought it was lame.
Picardo's still hot. That's all we got.
I didn't mind the fact that she could, compute faster than
Yeah.
the
That was
guy
fine.
and
Yeah.
like doing all that and
And
I didn't mind the awkward.
Right?
Yeah.
Data was the same way.
Yeah, I
Right,
don't really mind
learning how
that.
to
Yeah, it was
interact.
actually okay. Hopefully she'll develop in a way we enjoy.
Right.
And there's
right.
a whole planet of
yeah.
holographic, self-autonomous, self-aware people
They're only
now.
a couple months old, or maybe, or something. Does that sound right?
Well,
She's
she
only a
wasn't
couple
very old.
months
It doesn't really
old.
say how old the planet.
It reminds me
is.
of
But he's aware of it.
Data's daughter's planet
Mm-hmm.
in Picard.
Yeah.
Picard.
Same producer, same director.
Augments.
Well,
Is that
actually different director. But
cyborgs or augments?
the
Androids.
The androids.
Androids.
Yeah. Yeah, the augments are the
Genetically augmented.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, the people.
Okay.
So
What else you got?
Jem'Hadar lady.
I don't know. I don't know if I wanted a British accent, but here we are with the British accent.
She is British. I didn't really catch
Yeah.
on to that.
Is it the lady that I don't know who the actress is.
From Orville.
Huh?
Go
Was she-
ahead.
What?
She
From
reminded me of one of
Orville.
the actresses from Orville.
Oh, I have no idea. I actually was wondering if it was the lady that was briefly played the Doctor. The voice.
no.
No?
No.
In
Because
what?
the voice sounded very similar. I'd probably know her if I
What
saw
doctor?
her. Doctor Who.
Oh.
Maybe
Well,
not.
We'll never know.
There's no way to find out.
Never
It's
know.
impossible.
What did you think of her?
As a character, she's okay. I
Yeah.
don't understand how she exists.
As far as like
Okay,
how
well,
do the Jem'Hadar and the Klingons like
It's been so...
make a baby?
But they don't. The Jem'Hadar weren't built that way.
Okay, this is what happened, obviously.
What happened was
The founders, we don't know what happened after that war with the Dominion, so maybe somehow 800 years have gone by. Something's happened with the Jem'Hadar. Maybe they were freed and they made them back to kind of normal-ish. Got them off the white, got them off the Ketracol white.
Installed penises.
Yeah, they were Ken dolls, I guess, basically before. So now they installed genitalia.
Well, because they were cloned, they had no. There was no
They might have
reproduction.
had a penis though,
Maybe.
to pee or.
But they don't eat.
Oh.
They only exist off of the white.
Yeah. So
Wow. So
we could have just had like a dormant digestive system and a dormant sexual organs.
Maybe.
So, and she's a relatively newcomer actress. She's done some voice. Woo! She's done some voice acting and some comedy stuff, and then Starfleet Academy. So.
Oh, okay.
And she lives in London by way of Nigeria.
Nice.
So that's kind of awesome.
Yeah. So then, obviously, what happened was the Klingon and the Jem'Hadar got together.
They did the thing.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
One awkward drunken night.
Yeah, and the Klingons
At the
aren't
roller
really
rink.
reptilian, but we in Deep Space Nine we've got the Bajorans and the Cardassians,
Mm-hmm.
and they sometimes breed and make a half Bajoran, half Cardassian person.
So unfortunate.
Yeah, and that kind of, I mean,
So you got a reptile breed
It might be-
and maybe a monkey breed.
but they're not really reptilian. They might have had reptilian the Cardassians,
Yeah,
and somehow ancestry or something, but
they for sure do. They have scales like a reptile.
they in lore, mother and father are the same way as humans or Bajorans or whatever.
Like mammals.
They're not laying eggs,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
yeah, they're not
Yeah,
laying
they don't
eggs.
have eggs.
Yeah. So which is why it works.
This could be a great
but it's all
theme
explained.
for
It's
another
all
episode.
in
Star Trek biology.
It's all in
The
lore.
birds and Sexual biology.
But with the Jem'Hadar, not so. So obviously at some point
Okay, but
by the founders or somebody else, there was genetic manipulation.
They all got
the
stuck
reason
on the
goes
same
back
planet
to
together.
TNG with the Cedars. It is played by the same woman that plays the female changeling in Deep Space Nine,
Mm-hmm.
with the same kind of blank face.
Yep.
What are they called? You remember? They started everything. They seeded all the planets
Yeah.
with the life. So that's why going back, that's why the Klingon and the Jem'Hadar woman exists.
Because they were seeded by the cedar.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the Klingon, but not the Jem'Hadar.
Yes, but then the burn happened, right? And a Klingon and a Jem'Hadar got stuck on a backwater planet with nothing else to do.
I get it.
And
That's what they're
know,
saying.
Things happen. Decisions were made.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, decisions were made. No regrets.
Yeah.
So now
Maybe-
this is
maybe
what we got.
A couple of regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. That's what they're going with.
Do you want us to go over it again?
Nope.
Yeah, would you like to?
I'm just saying.
Can we draw it out on
with
sketch?
the context that we have at this point, it's nonsensical.
So is so many of
But so many
aspects
things
of-
have changed.
Yeah.
It's been
I agree.
800 to 900
I
years.
agree, and we just don't have the context
Yeah.
for it.
Okay, but to call it nonsensical
It's
is illogical.
No.
Yeah, because
Because
you don't know
with-
what's happened.
with the information that we have, it doesn't make any sense.
Yes, but
Of
yeah,
course,
but-
because you
but-
don't have any information.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You're making a wild supposition.
You're saying that it
without
should
enough
make
facts.
sense, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't make any sense.
It should make sense, but it doesn't. Right.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
maybe through the storytelling, maybe we'll get some more of that context. It's kind of like in Last Jedi, right?
She hasn't seen
I
it.
didn't see it.
So
Silence falls.
Luke Skywalker was the hero of the galaxy. Turned his father away from the dark side. Blah blah blah.
I know.
Ends
what
on
do
a high note.
I know that.
Okay, right.
I know Star Wars.
So then you fast
This is
forward.
insulting. Okay, yeah.
No. It's important. That's the last.
Okay, I know that part.
Okay.
All right.
So then the next appearance of Luke Skywalker, he's pissed off, angry. And
Okay, wait. This is the movie where he's on the planet. I've
Yeah.
seen this.
Yeah.
I have seen
and
this.
throws it all away. And you're like, well, wait a minute.
I know.
Why
that
would he
was
do that?
terrible. That was terribly done. Terribly done.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
It's not that you can't have a Luke that can get to that point, a character that was one way at this point, and then is another way at this point. But from an audience perspective, if you just go from here to here with no context, it's jarring. And so, obviously, the Jem'Hadar thing is a tiny, tiny, tiny little thing, and who cares?
That's
It's
nothing
again,
compared to
it's-
Luke Skywalker getting bitter and
But it's-
milking
yeah, but it's
alien
similar.
cows.
It's the kind of thing that people are going to focus
blue,
Yeah.
blue alien cows.
on.
Blue
Yeah.
milk.
Because it's like, okay, well, how is it that she can possibly exist? Because that's not how the Jem'Hadar were. and so it's generating questions.
Yeah.
And some
Again,
people
You're right.
if you're strictly aiming your phaser bank at a new generation, and you don't really care as much how many old timers, because we're about to die, then these things don't
Shall
matter.
stop saying that. We have years left.
It
years.
matters. It matters because we are watching.
It's months.
No.
That's why it matters.
Why does it matter?
It matters because we are watching.
For now.
Oh, we are watching. Yes.
Until we're like, F this, I'm out.
All right, next.
All right.
So I have a theory as to the nature of the series and why the students are the way that they are.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Okay.
So excited.
Kind of like we saw with the beginning, where it was very much lifted out of like a Hogwarts type scene, right?
Yeah.
I think the rest of it, in terms of the academy part of it and bringing the students in, is lifted from the X-Men.
Yeah.
What?
And here's why. If you notice, each of the student characters that have been introduced, it's not like they just have an area of focus and a competency. And they haven't explored all of them yet. But they all have a superpower.
Yeah.
And some of them got to use their superpower. And I think other students are going to use their superpowers in future stories. For example, the hologram girl didn't just interface with the computer, right, and turn the lights on. She did a magical thing and made everything glow, right?
Yeah.
Even the Jem'Hadar teacher, when she was recovered and fixed, and she punched the Klingon in the gag, right? He flew across the room. So she's not just a Jem'Hadar / Klingon. She has super strength.
Yeah.
Which they never had before. Klingons nor Jem'Hadar couldn't. They just never did that before.
They're strong as F, but yeah, it's not like
but they
superhero.
were all. Everyone is close enough in match. Like whenever you would have like, of course, obviously the main characters in Deep Space Nine would have plot armor, and so they would generally always win. But it was match for match, generally speaking. No one had like crazy super strength. The bully guy, the bully guy with the heart of gold, right? Turned into the space colossus, space armor, right, on his skin.
Yeah.
And went out into zero.
Yeah, that's very
pressure.
mutant-y.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Exactly.
Going, yeah.
And we saw in the trailer the girl that's like super sarcastic, messing with people, like, "Ooh, I want your lunch money." Which I like her, by the way. I think she's pretty
With
cool.
the silver bits.
eyebrows.
With the silver eyebrows, we saw. I'm pretty sure it's her. We see a scene where it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hurt you" or whatever, and she does like a super scream, and like stuff. It's like Banshee from the X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or
even
Siren
she was
from the
showing
X-Men.
off. She was not coming across as a novice, as she was managing
Yeah, she has
to
other
direct
competent-
that emergency.
Sure.
And
Yeah, they all have other competencies as well.
Yeah.
And then the Klingon guy, right? He's the warrior,
a poet.
the warrior poet, yes, who just wants to learn the sciences. Which honestly, I wish people would stop making that such a big deal about the Klingons, because like
Yeah.
Klingon music happens from somewhere.
Right, we've talked about
Food.
this before. Yeah.
And how do
blah,
they
blah, blah.
achieve
Yeah.
There's a
warp,
whole culture.
warp drive? They have to have science.
But they keep asking
Yeah,
him, well, don't
exactly.
you want to die with honor just like
Yeah.
everyone else? Like, stop being so
Yeah.
bigoted. They're
There's
like,
so many different Klingon houses that
we have
Right.
Klingon
Yeah.
construction workers and plumbers and like,
Yeah.
how do you think all that shit happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klingon sex toy makers.
Exactly.
And
Which
painters and
Sex toy makers.
Yeah.
Dildo factories.
yeah, not for the faint of heart. That's all I'm
they're
saying.
double.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dildos.
Wow.
Because they have two penises, the Klingons.
They do?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, it's an.
Is
yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
See,
I didn't know
There's
that.
some.
liked
I
war
forget
for a
where.
reason.
I forget where it was, but like it was a recent trek where
Go
a Klingon is
Dax.
peeing and it's a double stream. I think it was in Discovery.
Go-
Yeah, it was
go
when they go down to
Dax.
Kronos and they're in like the seedy underbelly in the very beginning.
That's because he was in her
Yeah.
seedy underbelly.
Wow, did you not know that?
No, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, they
no.
have
I don't know if I
Can we
believe
do
it.
a whole episode on the?
I swear
feel
to
like
God.
my whole worldview
I
is just
swear to
shifted.
God.
That puts a totally different spin on
on-
Dax and Worf's relationship.
That's
I
what
know.
I'm over here.
I
That's what I've been
know.
over here saying. I'm like, go
Dax is a woman of many years. She
And-
wants
and-
something a little more advanced.
and brave and adventurous.
Yeah, all right. Respect
And
to
noble
Dax.
and noble.
Let me ask AI. I could be wrong about this one.
No,
I think
don't
you're-
ruin my
you're wrong.
fantasy.
I'm not
Let's-
wrong though.
I
Don't-
want it to be
I want-
podcast lore.
Yeah, I want this to be yes, exactly. From this moment on, we'll look it up after we stop recording because until we're done recording,
Yeah.
I need
Oh my
to
God,
be-
I just looked it up. Yes, Star Trek canon, particularly from Discovery, confirms that male Klingons possess 2 penises.
Yes.
A trait linked to their redundant organ systems established in the next generation, where they have backup organs for most functions. Yep. Yep. I knew it.
Somebody want to high five
I
me?
knew it.
Anybody?
Why are
Anybody?
you? I'm the one that came up with this.
No, I'm high fiving because I'm thinking about all the possibilities. 'Cause
All right,
I'm
easy, Dobbo girl.
I'm unemployed.
Yes. And there's
You
a
know,
lot
this
of
could be a
there
this
might
could
be a lot of
whole
Klingons
different
around
career
here.
path for me.
Yeah.
Let's keep it PG-13.
I'm
Hey, don't look at me.
Look, my pee.
I mean, I did talk about the Klingon penises.
See?
This is canon, you
my
guys.
pee and my
This is
exactly.
canon.
It's exactly.
It's legit. This is
Exactly.
lore.
This is canon. I'm not just
Exactly.
like bringing up
Yeah.
something inappropriate. This is
Right.
anatomy.
This is
Say no
science.
fanfic.
This is This is Klingon
what
anatomy.
Shell Shock
101.
does with it is a whole other.
So anyways,
We'll
man.
X-Men.
Agreed.
I think
Yeah.
it's that's what they're kind of going for, and I'll bet you that they're in terms of their training because they're going to use holodeck tech, to do training things, and all the students are going to have to do their special abilities to get through some kind of thing. I'm almost positive
Drag the
that's going to
holodeck
be
into it already.
that's going to be a thing.
Yeah. Agreed.
And the
I was never a big fan of the holodeck. I'm just gonna
Caleb.
say that,
Caleb's a mama's boy.
he is a mama's boy,
but
he's also kind of Wolverine-ish, isn't he?
he's also very fit.
Yeah. And
It's
why do
very-
I feel
it's
like
very
there's some
fit.
tension between him and the
Holly Hunter,
Holly
the
Hunter,
captain. There was a
captain.
little sexual tension between.
I think that's
them.
wishful thinking.
No?
I think so too.
No, no,
Yeah, I think you're right.
no. There was a little.
I think we wish that there was. There's a mother-son vibe though that,
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
going off the deep end.
The P and the G is back. Penis angina.
I'd like to. Never mind.
There was a mother-son vibe, and he got right in her face and was yelling at her, and it just seemed a little
it was very
bit
hot.
sexual to me. I'm
It was
sorry.
very lustful.
At least he
Yeah.
didn't call her mommy or something.
He was.
Yeah.
He was thinking it.
But she said something. She was going off about her son, and he's like, "I'm not him." And she's like, "I know, but
She's like,
I
"Oh,
wish
I
you
know.
were."
And then it faded to
Want to
black.
be
with
my
romantic-
new son?
Oh, I know.
Would you like to come home with
I
me?
know. Wow, we're gonna get so much hate mail.
That guy.
Email us at vgn.truckpod@gmail.com.
He does the CrossFit. That's why she wants him.
He does have buns of steel.
Yeah, and he's very tall.
Only one penis, though.
It was unfortunately, but the shoulders were nice.
Okay.
The shoulders, you could do a lot of elevated.
What is that? Chicken face?
That's not what I was thinking. That's not what but we'll go with that.
In the pool.
In the pool. That's
I need that
not
man.
even-
You come over
that's
here.
not even-
I've got a
It's not- it
competition
wasn't
coming
it.
up.
It wasn't it? No. Yeah. Wow. This is taking a turn.
When the bad guy jumped into the escape pod at the end,
Which I thought was way too easy too
I agree.
for a
What's his
villain
name again?
to be Paul Giamatti. We don't know
Whatever
what
his name
char-
is,
character
who also has super strength
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that's right.
and
He
super
did.
fighting skills.
He did.
I've-
He's some kind of alien.
yeah, he's
What's his
a
name?
Klingerite. Which
Oh, that's
is,
what we're gonna look at. Is it a Klingon and Teller? Is that really the Klingon?
I think that's what it is
is.
because the Tellarites
Yeah.
are short, little short pig dudes, piggish dudes.
remember them.
They're the traders. You see them in. It was Tellarite that took.
Where is he?
DS9, TNG.
Yeah, both.
Oh.
Somebody.
Tellarite.
Also in Enterprise. It was a Tellarite that took Archer when he was wanted by the Klingon Empire.
They're short, you said?
Yeah, they're generally, well, not all of them, but
It's not
some of
ringing
them
a
are
bell.
short.
And they look like piglets.
Nah, yeah, kind of. They're kind of a little bit piggish.
Gosh, I can't find Paul Giamatti.
But actually take that back because some of the Tellarites are big guys.
His name is Noose Braca.
Braca. Okay.
Nus.
So, anyways, yeah,
News.
Klingon and Tellarite
Look it up.
means super strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
well,
you
It's
have
another
a
unlikely pairing.
right. So you've
I know
got
who you're talking
the
about.
maniacal,
You're right.
over the top, comic booky villain with super strength and super smarts. Although he fell for the fake ploy of the warp core.
He wasn't even a very good acting job there.
Who?
When Holly Hunter was like, "We're gonna explode. You better transport out of here because we're about to blow up. Everybody abandon ship." And he's like, "Whoa!" And he waited until she counted, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then they all beamed out on his ship.
Yeah, and then they
Nobody
On
he
whose
fell
ship?
for it.
on his ship.
Whose ship?
Paul Giamatti's ship.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't actually, and then he beamed back over when they blew up his ship, and he was going to stop them from
But he got an escape pod.
got in an escape pod, which doesn't make also kind of doesn't make any sense because like the other Federation ships were only like 35 minutes away at that point,
Yeah.
Yeah, when they out.
and like he's going at like super snail speed. Wouldn't they just
Yeah.
pick him up?
Right.
Yeah.
As he can't go anywhere.
Right.
Even if he calls somebody and says,
Right.
"Hey, yo, I broke
He's
down."
going like 1/4
Yeah.
impulse.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
have totally captured him.
Yeah.
Agreed. But yeah, I know who these Tellarites are. They're the most unattractive of the Star Trek aliens.
But it was a Tellarite and a Klingon?
Well, he's a Klingerite, so presumably.
Klingerite, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, those Klingons,
Yeah, they get around. They're passionate. They're a passionate people.
they're adaptive, is what I'm saying.
That too.
Adaptive.
But I thought they did a good job with him. We're not talking about the Klingon guy anymore, are we?
No,
Okay.
I
Well,
like him.
I did like him.
Yeah,
He's a Klingon.
the medic, the Klingon medic.
The Klingon.
Oh,
the
sorry.
Klingon guy.
I was talking about the orphan kid, not orphan
Caleb.
kid.
Oh, Caleb. He's not Klingon.
He's another hybrid.
Is he?
Right?
No, I don't think so. I think he's human.
Human.
I thought one of them was a.
No. The hybrid is the bad guy.
That's the only one.
No. There's the
And the
Jem'Hadar
girl.
hybrid.
That's me. That's what
There's probably others. I'm sure there'll be
so
others.
many.
Yeah.
But yeah, Klingerite, and then where are we gonna go after that? I agree with you that was too easy to defeat him. He gave up because like like you say, he's like, the warp core is not going to breach. It's ice cold. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, yes it is. Nuh-uh. And then she gets down to 3 and he's like, oh, okay, I give up. And they why not call her bluff?
Right, but then he transports back.
Yeah, totally.
I missed all this.
I'm just saying.
It was a blur at the end.
So how about? So they save the day, right?
Mm.
Paul Giamatti scurries away,
Scurries and scampers.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then they get to Earth.
Mm.
What plays?
What place?
The song.
What plays?
The song.
The song.
Oh, San Francisco something. What was that song?
Yeah,
Not I Left My Heart in San Francisco.
That's
but
it. Isn't it?
No. San Francisco. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Now I need to get to San Francisco or something like that.
Yeah.
We all know the song. I just can't.
Yeah. You
But
know,
it was
I
also a
used
slowed
to-
down version of it.
Yeah, it reminds me of my days living in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, with your ex
No,
girlfriend.
no. I was
Your hot, sexy ex.
I was a
girlfriend.
DJ and I worked on the Hornblower and the Commodore yachts.
Wow,
And
that's pretty cool.
I would DJ
Oh.
Frank Sinatra.
If you're
I would
going
DJ that song as we'd go under the Golden Gate Bridge.
Be sure to
And
wear
all around.
some flowers in your hair.
And I would eat cake.
That's the one.
Yeah. I would eat wedding cake and play old standards in San Francisco. It's just a beautiful time.
Yeah.
It reminds me exactly of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a terrible cover of that song they shared though.
It was a weird mix.
It was a weird
It was
mix.
out of place.
It was
It
so
did not
out of place.
fit.
It reminded me of the theme song of Enterprise. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
This is cringe.
Stop it.
This is cringy.
As long as they only do it once.
Well, they did only do it once, but for a very long time.
They did hold on that for a really long time.
So it felt like torture.
Yeah.
I don't know
About
what
3
you mean.
minutes.
This song is so good.
It's
How does
been
it
well
start?
played. It wasn't novel or anything. You know, it's right on the nose.
Yeah,
It's too
Right
on
on the nose. We're in
Yeah.
San
on the
Francisco.
nose.
We're gonna play a song about San Francisco.
Seriously.
Here it is.
Seriously.
Here it
San
is.
Francisco.
That didn't need it.
Welcome to San Francisco.
Exactly. Are you saying this is San Francisco?
Come to the Fisherman's
Look,
Wharf.
it's the bridge.
What? Yeah.
$10 to cross.
Fisherman's Wharf in space. Yeah.
Yeah. I do
it.
think the ship being mobile is the ship being
Or the Academy being mobile.
the ship being the Academy is going to come into play. I think they're going to have to.
Obviously.
Yeah, they're gonna need the cadets to go do something and
Obvious,
save
yeah.
the day.
100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, obvious thing is obvious, but
So final thoughts. Final thoughts.
I'm excited about it. Yeah.
I didn't instantly want to punch a puppy. So
Yeah.
I'm other than a few quibbles. I think it was more action than CW, more action than Sweet Valley High.
Do you
It's really what I enjoy about Star Trek. I want
Yeah.
I want the action. I want the death defying. The crew works together to save a thing. I like
Less
that's-
relationships.
Less
Yeah.
crying, less relationships, a little sex. I like the sex. So yeah, I feel like it had enough of the things that I like about Star Trek formulaically that I'm willing to watch a second episode. Yeah.
Do you think that formula is going to hold though? As far because they
It's
wanted to
held since
open with the banger.
1963.
No, I know, but I mean as far as this series, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but they all have to find their footing, right? The first few episodes of every Star Trek series there's been those shaky trying to figure out what works,
Yeah.
find their level, what resonates with the audience, what doesn't.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna see whether they get it or they don't.
Yeah, I think
Pretty
I
quickly.
would guess that the and again, I haven't seen any of the farther episodes, haven't seen any trailers for the other episodes, have no idea where this is going to go. But I would suspect that the pace is going to slow way down.
Yeah.
And they'll have moments of
They seem
Yeah.
to understand that no matter the age, Star Trek fans want to see action and excitement.
Yeah, it just depends on if it's going to be more like Strange New Worlds, which is a mix of action and then like really slow down episodes. Or like
completely
Discovery, which is just really fast paced, I think.
Yeah,
'Cause there's always an emergency time crunch. We have to save the universe at the end of each season.
Yeah. And so Discovery almost takes it too far the other direction.
Yeah.
Whereas Strange New Worlds with they weave that story into episodic adventures, but a lot of those at least the last couple of seasons, the episodic adventures are not always very good.
Yeah.
They're a
For
little
Strange New Worlds.
for Strange New Worlds, and so that's what I worry about with this one. And we'll see where they take it. I mean, it's approach it with an open mind, but I think there's going to be episodes where it's just the student drama with a little bit of a tiny bit of adventure splattered
Follow
in.
that
'Cause
Harry
they can't
Potter
all-
trope in that regard, I think.
And also
Yeah.
potentially like kind of a DS9 vibe because they're all like in one place.
Kinda, yeah.
But yeah, with the Harry Potter twist.
This is Hogwarts Year 1, right?
Yeah.
So
Unless they introduce some kind of like if they were to introduce some kind of big bad on the planet but like the kids have to solve it because the parents don't believe them,
Yeah.
kind of bullshit, some kind of like localized thing they have to save. It's like, then it could be more like, like a Buffy or one of those kinds of shows.
Or like the
Charmed
cadets they're focusing on are like super special and they have to pull them in for certain missions and stuff.
Yeah, that's what it probably is going to be the case.
That sort of like in DS9 when Nog goes off with that one, what are they called? Squadron, Red something Squadron.
Yeah. The Ace Cadets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably have things like that.
Yeah.
And then of course the rivalries and the relationships but I think that's where the focus is going to be. I think the tone of the opening episode is not going to be the tone of the rest of the series. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be,
which means you might be disappointed.
Yeah, it's going to be less action than Shell Shock wants. That's what I think.
I mean, you mentioned Buffy, and I think if you're going by episode 1, I think it's because Buffy was that mix of teenage feelings and romances and moments. In addition to the stab, the stabby, the blood, the guts, the action, the pathos. So I think that's been a workable strategy for a lot of these type of shows, and so I think you're going to see, at least they're hoping to see that sort of balanced element of a teen show, but a teen show on steroids with all the action adventure. I think they're still going to try to blend these things and see if they resonate with a younger audience as well as an older audience, because that's the problem here, right? Is they're having to reach people like us with one foot in the grave, and then
ouch.
No one is allowed to die.
I just said 1 foot. And then, people like, I don't know, who do we know that has a teenage child? Like, Phoenix's kids, that's high school demographic. I think so you're trying to please the, old Trek fans and attract new Trek fans, and you're going to, you're going to have to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We'll see.
That's what they're going to attempt to do. I don't have a lot of faith that Kurtzman can pull it off. He doesn't have a great track record.
Is that who's?
It's Alex Kurtzman. Yeah.
Didn't he do a lot of the movies?
What else did he do?
Picard, Discovery, Strange New Worlds, like all the new Trek is.
But the movies as well.
Alex Kurtzman is the boss.
Didn't he do?
And he actually directed.
Yeah.
He doesn't direct all the episodes, but he did direct Academy episode 1. Which is why it felt more like a movie.
Yeah,
it
did.
More cinematic.
More cinematic and blah, blah, blah. And I think that's, and the tone is going to shift.
Yeah.
So the other thing I was thinking about this when you were talking about Buffy, one of the things that they set up in all of those kinds of shows, whether it's Flash or Buffy, or I'm thinking about all Green Arrow, right? All of these like CW level kind of, hero saves the whatever type shows. Ensemble cast, all those kinds of things. Pretty early on, they set up what the big bad is, whether it's a rift in time, the universe, or the high school is on a hellmouth, or whatever, right? There's always something.
Dracula Returns,
yeah. Academy is still missing that piece. Well, I guess they have Paul Giamatti, but
it says he's only in there for, spoilers, 1 episode.
Like he'll come
That's
back.
at least
for
what
one
IMDb
other
says right now. So I don't know. I just guess it contributed to just 1 episode right now.
So they still have to set that up, right? If they're going to do that, or it's going to be more episodic, and they have to solve.
Or it could be an overarching big bad, but smaller villains episodically, maybe.
Maybe it's going to end up like Saved by the Bell.
Oh, no, please, no.
Where every episode is its own thing.
I watched a clip of that the other day.
Saved by the Bell.
On Instagram.
See, I'm so glad that I aged out. I
didn't like that show.
I was too old for Saved by the Bell.
And then Red sent me a DuckTales theme song. Did you guys ever watch that?
Oh,
we did watch DuckTales, but I was watching that on mind-altering psychological psychotropic.
That one gets stuck
I
in
too
your
drank
head.
Kool-Aid in the 80s.
In my Yeah.
So
for
we'll
science.
be. So
Yeah.
okay. So we're gonna watch a few more and then do some more.
We're gonna
Yes.
watch. We're gonna watch episode 2,
Yeah.
and then we're.
We
Gonna
might clump them together. It sounds like.
What?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see if there's enough even to talk. I mean, this one was obviously like big
We need to-
spectacle introduction.
Yeah, we need
so-
to at least watch them.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
We'll have more to report.
Badly.
Badly.
Just like today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
We missed you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.